Hey family. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing awesome in yourself. Hey Kim, how are you doing tonight?
Well, I had no idea you were still doing the weekly sessions.
You did not? Oh my
I
goodness.
missed it.
It's okay. We have everything recorded. We're editing everything and we'll but to make it more concise and precise, we are doing a
Mhm.
tutorials page for our website. So we're gonna have everything there. We're gonna have part 1 through 4 of the Wash and Go series. We're gonna have the hair restoration treatments. We're gonna have like everything there. So it's developing right now. We've been working on it for a couple of weeks, but it's gonna be bomb when it comes. So just give us like another week or so, and I got you, babes.
Thank you.
Thank you. How's everybody doing this week? Y'all don't be shy. This ain't the night tonight. Tonight is a turn up night. This where you come to turn up. No, no, okay. Okay. So, okay, let's just go ahead and do our check-in first. We can go ahead and get started with that. So I just want to know how everybody's hair is doing. Is anybody noticing anything negative since they've been not washing their hair and doing the 30-day hair challenge? Has anybody noticed just tell me what you've noticed. Have you noticed less breakage, more breakage, any flaking, more or less frizz? We want to go ahead and get the feedback so I can tell you guys how to adjust your routine so you can overcome it. So who wants to go first, positive or negative? We are all here for it because somebody else may be having the same experience. And you don't worry about raising your hand, you can just go ahead and talk.
I'm gonna be honest. When I used the white product, I went back to the brown. It was very frizzy, and I put the whole jar in my head, and I went back to
Okay,
the
well,
brown.
it's a method to applying it. It's not just like apply a lot and it's gonna work. It's
Mhm.
like you have to deep condition, you have to let it sit, let it get soft, then move the hair, then you have to go ahead and apply to style the hair, and then you have to wait another few minutes, then you have to seal it in. So it's a little bit of a different process. We showed it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
It's a
I saw that.
it's called our 30-day wash and go because when you do it right,
Okay.
Kim, I'm telling you, it will last all month. Today is Lisa's day 22 on her wash and go. So what we so in our so we have a 4 part wash so we have a 4 part series. The first part we show day 1 how we apply it, and also it matters too. Do you apply it on wet or dry hair, stretch hair? So it's a lot of little things. So for me to sit here and just tell you like where you went wrong or why it didn't work for you or what you could do better, I don't want to do that. But what I do want to do is
Hmm.
recommend the video to you. Part 1, we show you everything to do on day 1 so you can get your best results. Part 2, we show you your night routine. Now, your night routine will enhance your wash and go. It will stretch your hair and keep your curls defined. And then video 3, we showed day 8. It was a whole week after we did the initial wash and go. We show how the curls would look. We show how to rehydrate the curls and overcome frizz. So, and then today is day 22 of her wash and go. And today, earlier today, we trimmed her ends, gave her a hairline, and did her edges. So we have everything here. If you guys want to start from day 1 and go all the way to day 60 with the wash and go, you have everything you need. Your ends are trimmed, everything. But Kim, it's just a slightly different technique than the original formula. Once you get it, I'm sure you will love it. I
Hmm.
promise you, because it's way easier to apply. Let me just give you another tidbit since you haven't been here for a couple of weeks. You know we were doing this still. I've had my wash and go
Hmm.
for this is my 12th week. And I have
And the slick back, it's
I
still
have plenty
slick.
of growth, plenty of growth. It's super, super easy this is all with the new formula. It's way, way, way easier for me to style my hair now because when I had the original formula, it was a little bit thicker. So I had to take my bun down maybe once every 1 or 2 weeks, and then I'll take it down. I'll, comb through it and I'll put it back up. Now I don't have to do any of that. Now I just like literally put the new formula over my head. It goes down to my scalp and it penetrates everything from the top all the way to my scalp. So it's restoring my scalp, it's deep conditioning my hair, and it's styling, it's doing everything all at one time without me having to do a lot of extra steps. Does that make sense? If it doesn't,
Yeah,
yeah,
no, it does. I was just wondering if it was my texture.
It's not your texture.
because I Erica, her hair always looks so beautiful, and I watch,
I
and
think
some of
Erica
the
one of the
other
girls
sisters,
that
you
she can
guys
just
look amazing.
Erica can just go outside and let the sun shine on her hair. You just be looking good. So I don't know. I don't know if it's yeah, because she just
Mhm.
be like, I just do my hair 2 minutes before I get up. I'm like, you gotta do it for the week. She be like, no, I just do it right before I leave out the door. I'm like, okay. So Erica just like she's undefeated. So, but it's not your texture. Watch the
Mhm.
video. You don't have to wash your hair again or anything. Try it this week or try it whenever you're ready and let me know. I promise you, you'll get
But
the
I
results that you
I
need.
should have to wash out the brown
You
first,
shouldn't have
right?
to do
And
anything.
start
Those curls
all over
are
again.
beautiful. Yeah, those curls are beautiful. You don't have to do
But this
anything.
is my twist. Uh-huh.
Well,
Oh,
it's
okay.
beautiful. Yep. Beautiful, bouncy, defined, shiny. I see it all. So
Mhm.
great job with the twist out.
This is the brown.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, the brown is works really, really well. It's what's got us here so far, you know. I recommend it
Mhm.
myself every day. However, the new and improved formula, it's you have to use it a little bit
Mhm.
different, but I promise you, a little bit goes
Okay.
a long way. Lisa's, Lisa's hair has been up for 22 days. We've been using one jar. We only use about like 3/5 of one jar because we applied very, very heavily the first day, and she's applied hardly nothing since then. So once you just watch the videos and you'll get it. And if you have any questions, come next week and we got you. Because everybody here has been doing it, so we all can help you out. Yeah, and that's why
Thank
we're
you.
doing it. I know because I know some people like I tried it, it's not for me. And a lot of these people are the same people who tried the brown and it wasn't for them either until they learn how to use it. So it's just a learning curve. And I'm not talking about, oh, just give it a couple of months. No, just give it like 1 or 2 washes. It's just like adding it's just figuring out whether your hair responds better to dry or wet hair or dry or damp or wet hair and
Mhm.
more or less product. And that's pretty much it. And then yep, so you'll be all good. That's pretty much it there. Okay. Any other questions there, Kim?
Oh, thank you. I
Okay,
just
great.
keep going. Just keep moving forward.
Well, if you watch
Hmm.
I'm sorry, if you read the email that we sent out earlier today, it has 3 of the 4 parts of the video series, and then the fourth part we're gonna show tonight, and it'll be posted tomorrow.
Um, hey, how you
So
doing?
just go ahead and
Good.
start with video 1, you'll be all good. Okay. Does anybody else want to give us an update? How is your watch and go going? Have you been doing your scalp restoration treatments? What are we noticing? Okay, so I see nobody wants to be a
Okay.
superstar.
It's Regina.
Hi,
Mine has been
Regina.
going. Hello. Mine has been going amazing. I'm tripping because like I said, I like to do my hair wet. I did it your way dry, and I haven't had to reapply anything. I've had a puff. I've had a wash and go. Move it to a mohawk. Went back to another wash and go. I've just been changing it and moving it, and not having to put anything in there but water, and it reactivates what's already there. So I'm enjoying it.
So are you
And
finding
it's made
that
me
you're
lazy.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't feel like shampooing my hair no more.
So are you finding that you're also using a lot less product doing it
Yeah,
this way?
I used a lot up front, but I haven't had to use any more. So I would say I'm using less because before I was wetting my hair every day just about adding more product. But this way, if I have to wet anything when I have a wash and go, I just spray it a little bit and let it sit there a few minutes and shake my head and let it pop back in place.
Mm,
So
that's amazing.
I'm enjoying it.
Okay, well, perfect, perfect, perfect. Well, I really, really love to hear that. Anybody else want to go ahead and come up and let us know how everything is going? Has
Y-
anybody doing the scalp treatments?
I want to say something.
Who's this,
Well, actually,
Latasha? Hey, Latasha.
yes. Actually, you could just look at my curls,
Whoa.
and
What?
I
And
get,
I see that they are silver bilber too.
well, yeah, that's the hair color. But I've gotten so many compliments. I've gotten so many people asking, "What are you wearing?" So I figured it out,
Good.
and I haven't had to touch or put any more product in since I did this. So I think I'm going on without putting product in 3 weeks.
What?
Yeah, I haven't had to touch it at all because I just do the night routine, and that is put it in the I actually take this and I put it in the scrunchies.
Okay.
And then I take it out and just, put it the way I want it, and that's it.
Well, your hair looks amazing. Can you
Mhm.
kind of let us know what you figured out in your hair routine? 'Cause I know before you said that you
Well,
like it was like a little bit hard when you first started, because that might help somebody else too.
it's still, it's not soft, but it's still, but when people see it, they say your hair doesn't look hard, your hair looks shiny.
Well,
But
it's supposed to have a hold. If you don't have the hold, you don't have the
right, okay,
definition. If you don't have
it
the
has to
definition,
hold.
you have the frizz. Yeah.
So yeah, so it has a hole. I figure out how not to get the frizz. So and when what made me understand how to do it is when you told me that once it sets, it's set.
Hmm.
If you
Yep.
touch it, it's gonna mess up. So that's what I've been doing. That and I just been doing finger coils. These are
Okay.
finger coils on
Okay.
my hair, and I just take my time and do the finger coil, and I um put the scrunchies on that night and bun it, and that's it. And every day I just get up and just, right now I got it up in these combs. Those
Okay.
old combs we used to buy.
Hmm.
I got it up in that, holding up to the sides, and it's pulled up in the back as well.
That, that is super easy styling.
Yeah, and that's how I've been wearing it, and it's just been the curls are just there.
Good. And the reason why I brought up the color is because you were one of the people
Mhm.
who convinced me that I needed to move in the direction with the new formula and take the color route. So I see that's why I brought up like your hair is silvery, because there's no tint, there is no, hey, rub it in your hands first and like
Yeah,
that.
that's
So
true.
yeah, so okay, great. Well, I
So I,
am
I love this new formula.
well, thank you so much, because I had to make you a believer, because at first you were a little iffy too. But
I
that's
was.
really good to hear. That lets me know that we are here doing the Lord's work.
Yeah. Thank you.
No, thank you, Latasha. I'm really, really happy. You were one of my inspirations for even coming this far. Okay, anybody else? Okay, well, it's all good. We'll have a little bit of time afterwards. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a quick video. This was taken earlier today. It is, let me go ahead and pull it up. So it is Lisa's video. We just went ahead and took her bonnet off today. Today is day 22. I didn't know what to expect, but we went ahead and took her bonnet off, and we went ahead and trimmed her hair and did everything that we needed to do to make sure that it was looking presentable, so she can continue to day 30 and beyond with her wash and go. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and show you guys, and then afterwards, if you guys have any questions, just let us know, or you can feel free to type them into the chat so that you don't forget them, and then we'll still all answer them together at the end. Okay, and everybody can go ahead and mute. This is about it's a few minutes.
Can
Okay.
you still hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I don't see my mute button.
Your mute. Who's a Latasha? Oh, Lisa
Yeah.
got you. Thank you so much. No worries. Hey everyone, I hope all is well. It's 2 weeks after our 8-day update. So today is day 22. And let's go ahead and it's the morning. Let's go ahead and take off the bonnet. And we're gonna have Lisa just share with us how everything has been going over the last 2 weeks since we've seen her last.
This is very low maintenance. It's very light. I don't do much.
Okay.
I usually change my hairstyle a lot and I haven't did anything, so.
Have you added any more products since the last?
Just one time I just put a little bit to do my cart over, just that was like a week or so ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, so today we're going to go ahead and just do some maintenance on the wash and go. This is week 3, and typically people would have washed their wash and go out by now, but today we're going to go ahead and we're going to do her hairline, and we're going to go ahead and trim her ends, and we're going to go ahead and refresh her wash and go. I like to cut natural hair. Most barbers do also, better when it's dry. So let's go. I'll just go ahead and show you my method. You can adopt it or not. It's totally up to you. But let's go ahead and get everything started. So the first thing that we're going to go ahead and do, just want to go ahead and get these hairs around the edges all out. And we're going to do the entire perimeter. And I'm not taking the hair that's tied up from the night before down or anything. It's still up in the scrunchies. I just want to point something out real quick, guys. Do you guys see where her edges were? And that's where she normally wears them, versus where we're brushing them down to right now. That is all part of the scalp restoration. I know a lot of people wear their edges, wear their hair comb back, but we want to make sure that we bring everything down to the front first. We can put everything where it belongs. Okay, guys? And I see that your edges are getting a lot thicker as time goes on. Have you been doing scalp treatments or anything? No. Nothing at all? Okay. I'm not made. I understand. Okay, so now that we have that, we're going to just go ahead and give this a nice little trim in the back. Like I said, you can approach the kitchen area one of two ways. One, you can go ahead and grow this hair out, and this will eventually be curls. Or two, you can go ahead and trim it and keep it nice and neat so that it looks good when you wear your hair up. So we'll just go ahead and trim this very quickly. Let me just make sure I don't have any stray hairs from up here down there. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, we're all good. And I have my clippers, and I'm just gonna go ahead and give them a light dusting. And today we are doing the pretty much fourth video in our video series. Our first video, we showed you how to do your 30-day wash and go from the first application. And the second one, we showed you how to revitalize it whenever you needed to. We took down the curl, showed you day 8, everything. And then after that, we went ahead and showed you a routine, how to refresh your curls and everything. So you know how to keep them looking, luscious and juicy every day. And now we're just gonna go ahead and do the regular maintenance that most naturals have to do, and show you how to, put it into your routine. I usually don't like to go ahead and do hairlines and put and turn my ends on wash day because I don't like to really do it on wet hair. So it just gives us a lot better outcome when you do it on the dry hair. Okay. I'll just fast forward a little for you guys. I'm lining up the neck. That's pretty much it. It'll all be here in the video though. We don't typically on our female clients put anything in front of the ear, so you don't have to really worry about that. Unless you have some Ashantis and you want to go ahead and tame them, you can go ahead and maybe do like a light taper, or whatever you do to remove the hair on the what is it called? Sideburn. The sideburn, yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this hair trim. We just went ahead and moved that hair all on the perimeter to the front. And so what is your night routine like typically, please? Um, I take a shower and then my hair is like back ways and I just scrunch it and put the bonnet. Okay. Easy. Easy, okay, cool. Okay, so we're just taking it out of and you guys see the curls are still here. Can you just shake your head? So yeah, so once you probably just sit here for about 10 minutes. You guys, I know we also like to put water on our hair to reconstitute the product and reconstitute the curls, but you don't really have to do that typically. If you let your hair down and let it sit for a few minutes, it'll start to shake, and then you can just shake it, and then you can go ahead and style from there. And oftentimes you will see that you don't have to add water or product at all. If right now we could just do that. Lisa loves big hair anyway, but today we're gonna go ahead and just let it get a little bit more defined. So we're just gonna go ahead and go with the curls that we did on wash day. And then we're going to go ahead and just trim these ends real quick. And let me show you guys how to do this process. It's gonna be super simple. It's the easiest way that I found to do it, especially on curly hair. And the curls are already formed. And you guys remember that when we did the wash and go, we smoothed all the hair in the same direction, so it's not snagging or anything or or anything like that. And you can just go ahead and just like lightly trim these ends. So you can just go ahead and just do the little clip, and then that way you're giving each individual hair its due diligence. And you just lightly, very, very lightly dust in the ends, because we dealt with the damage when we did the initial wash and go. Okay, so we are just taking each of the curls one by one, and we are just going to go ahead and cut off probably like the last 1/8 of an inch. And it's only possible to do it this way because you still have so much definition from the $1 million wash and go. And the hair that I have not trimmed yet, I have in my hand over here, and the other hair that I trim, I just drop it down. And then once you do it this way, you can just move on to the next section. I'm gonna do a couple of sections, then we'll go ahead and come back when we're near the end of this, and then we'll go ahead, well, I'll have to give you a summary right now, huh? We can just do a couple more sections right now. And where I'm cutting it is where you really start to feel like a little friction. You start to feel like the end slip a little bit, and you can just cut right there. Okay, so we are still working on this front section, and this takes probably about 30 minutes or so. So we have this entire section right here done. Let me just go ahead and really make sure that we do not do the same section more than once. So we're gonna pin really well. That way we can ensure that every hair that's down has already been treated. Okay. So I'm taking another section. I'm going to pin this back up, put it out the way, and then we'll just go ahead and follow the procedure again. We'll go ahead and just get each hair, take it down to from the root to the tip. And I like to do really like we just go with the curls. And ensure that you stretch that hair out so that you're not cutting prematurely. You I assure you, you probably have a lot more hair than you think you do. Lisa's hair has gotten a lot longer since we started this wash and go, actually. And for you guys that's worrying about, hey, will it be even when she cuts her hair? I mean, if she blows her hair out, Lisa does not blow her hair out. So that's number one. And then number two, she will change the style a lot, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense to do a trim into a style. There's that. So and then number three, we're only trimming off such a small portion where it's not going to affect the look. And we're doing about the same amount for every curl, so it's not gonna be any more misshapen if she blows it out than it would have been otherwise. And then I'm gonna show you the next hair I trim about how much hair I actually trim, so you guys know, so you guys can see. Okay, so from that curl, oh, you can't even see it. Okay, let me do another one. Here. Okay, I'm gonna take it all the way down to the end, and we're just going to do a little bit of snip. And do you guys see how much hair I trimmed? It's hardly anything. It's right here. Can you see that in the camera? No. Okay. There we go. So it's hardly anything at all that we trim off of each piece. It's just like the very tip of it, because we are right now we are restoring the hair. So even if you have like a lot of damage, we put the whole hair follicle the same way, so, the whole cuticle the same way, so that it's not going to be rubbing on anything and causing any more friction or damage. So this is very lightly dusting the ends. Okay, kids, we're gonna fast forward a little bit just so you guys can see the next steps. Okay, and I already did the rest of the hair, and this is the very last section that we're finishing up with now, right here. We trim hair regularly is typically quicker, but I like this way because it gives you a good trim, not a cut, a trim, and then it also aids in hair growth a lot. And I'm just making sure not to interrupt the curls. I'm just following them down to their ends and just to trim off the very thin parts at the very tip. And eventually, if you do this long enough like this, you will start to see that you don't have a thin part at the end anymore, and then you can really start some real growth at that point. And I got like 3 hairs together. We're doing the very end. Okay. And I had like 3 hairs together, and we took off like that much hair. So we're just really dusting it. Dusty. Okay, and this is their last section right here. Let me go ahead and put this on the bottom so I don't get these confused. Okay, let me move it along a little bit for you guys. Oh, and we can go ahead and decide now. So, Lise, tell me, do you like your hair? You want me to make it more defined like we did day one, or do you like your hair? Can you just go ahead and shake it for me? Okay. Oh, there's a clip back here. Sorry. Okay, guys, these are 3 recurls, no product. Just want everybody to pay attention to this. Okay, go ahead now. Okay, so do you like the volume like it is now, or do you like it a little bit more defined like on day one?
I like volume.
You like volume?
Mhm.
Okay, so what we'll do then is we'll just go ahead and go through and redefine a couple of curls that were a little puffy, and then we'll go ahead and get your edges together and we'll just give you some volume. Is that fine? Okay, so we'll go ahead and pin you back. And the first thing we want to go ahead and just work on is the perimeter. I'm going to do those edges in the front. And you don't have to even use any tools or anything if you don't want to. So this is our part right here. So we'll just go ahead and we'll just part that way. And I like to go heavy because this is the one, if you do it right the first time, you don't have to do it over and over again daily. So we're just gonna go ahead and saturate that hair and we're gonna let it decondition. Remember, we don't like to really move the hair a lot until after the product has had a chance to penetrate and soften the hair. Okay. And then we can go ahead and do the other side. And then we can just go ahead and just condition that edge here. And if you want to, at this point, you can go ahead and get your derma roller. You could do your whole scalp routine. You could do it before you add the product and after, like we do with the scalp restoration treatment. With the full scalp restoration treatment is solely up to you. Okay. And then lastly, we're going to go ahead and do that back area. So we're just probably going to go ahead and we just went ahead and line that up. So we can just go ahead and slip that down, that very, very back part, as to still not interrupt the curls. So you keep it off the neck, and you can still form little curls. It's totally up to you. I think we'll do some little bitty curls because they're nice and neat. And you guys see how easily those curls form? Just make sure you keep enough product on your fingertips, and they'll form every time. Okay, so you just separate it and let them do their thing. And they're pretty good. Okay. So now we're just gonna go ahead. We have the perimeter done. I'm gonna take an edge brush, I guess, and just go ahead and make sure it's a little neat. Is there any way in particular you like to wear your edges? Um, I used to do little swoops, but it doesn't matter. Go ahead, swoop it up. Uh, But I'm not dead on the spot. I'm trying to keep them up a little bit more to the front too. So it's totally cool. And guys, let me just tell you guys the trick to the edges. The trick to the edges is not to put product on there to lay them down. The trick to the edges is to put product on the hair, let it sit for a few minutes and decondition, and then the hair is soft and the hair will move wherever you want it to move and it'll stay there. And then it'll dry with a nice hold for you guys. The same as edge control, but your hair is being deconditioned still with this process. You can use the comb either. You can just swoop it. I know how you like it though, so we can just go ahead and just swoop it. So a little more product on my comb because I want these to lay down and stay down. Okay. Then want a little swoop. I want to make it look natural, not like baby hair, because you got curls falling. So okay. This is one more time, guys. I'm making a conscious effort to keep the hairline up to the front and not push it back. So if you guys are noticing that, like that's what I'm doing here, and eventually it'll start to grow that way. When you guys brush your hair back all the time and your edges are brushed back and baby brush out a little bit, this is a good method for you to restore them and put that hair back where it's supposed to be. Okay, then we also do your other side really quickly. Not the most important right now because we'll be covering this up with the hair. We just want to make sure that if the wind blows, you are presentable. There, start those off. Okay, now let me go ahead and just take down these. Now, there were a couple of areas where I separated the curls and they got a little frizzy. So I would just go back and what I would do first is I will go ahead and just mist this little area. Actually I don't want to mist it. I kind of want to just focus on the curls that are frizzy. So I'm gonna just put a little mist of water in my hand and then just gonna rub that down the ends of these curls. And this area was one of the more puffy areas because I had separated some curls. So we'll just go ahead and put that product down. We don't want to get them too defined again and start them over. We want to keep them, the same texture and with the same definition as the rest of the curls. We're just going to put a little bit of water on them. And then if we need to, we can go ahead and put a little bit of product on the end just to make sure that they are good and sealed. And I just want to go ahead and just probably run a little bit of product around over a few curls just to make them super defined. And that kind of gives a little bit of polish to your style. Just a couple of curls. You don't want to put too much. You don't want to weigh the curls down. You just want them to have the definition because they're on top. And if they're on top and they're super defined, people are going to assume that everything else is, which it is, because we separated each and every curl. Remember? Okay, so we're good there. Don't have to do too much. And let's go ahead and look at this section. I'll just go ahead and take down each curl individually again. If they're falling fine, that's fine. If they're falling with a little bit of frizz, that's where you want to address them right now so that your style can be good to go. This curl right here has a little bit of frizz. Instead of putting water and interrupting all the rest of the curls that are perfectly fine, I'll just run a little bit of product from the root to the tip. Good to go there. And we're just taking everything else down. And I have a little product on the ends of my finger. It's kind of like the same technique you would use if you were using oil. So you can just keep that in mind too. But typically, we don't even use product when you're souring daily, right? So you just take it down and it does this thing. But we just refreshed it today and trimmed the ends. And as you guys see, I'm running my hair all the way through my fingers all the way through the ends. There are no knots or anything. The trimming was sufficient. And now people might say, "Hey, you didn't take enough off," or "Hey, you didn't do this." It's okay. So let's just take down these individual curls. So I think we're good to go there. But I want to get a little bit more volume in the back, so we probably just put a little bit more product on these lower curls. I mean, a little bit more length. Put a little bit more product, and you can just control, where it goes. I don't want it to be like super like long looking, so I'm just gonna keep it up a little bit. I just want it to dry and have a little bit of hang, just like the front, because the back is a little bit more coily. So we're just gonna just form those curls. Don't make them super slick or anything. We just want them to move like the rest of them. And I have a little product on the ends of my finger. And this is what you would do on date night instead of, starting over from scratch, and doing everything. It just takes a lot of the worry and a lot of the workout of the routine. And you're gonna notice hair growth within your first 30 days of doing this. And anywhere you want more elongation, just go ahead and start at the root and just add that product and slide it all the way down. And we have a lot more fuzz back here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and shingle a few more of these. And it keeps all the curls looking really defined. So that you don't have an afro and then curls every now and again. You want to make sure that all those curls are coming from the root and you're going to the tip. Okay, so we are done with that part. Okay, a little bit more to the ends. And you don't have to be very, very precise. It is what it is. It's going to be at the bottom of the hair. We just want to make sure that we get a little swing and that hair is visible. I know that hair has a lot of shrinkage because it rubs up against the collar. So we can just go ahead and make sure that we give it a little TLC. And if you're going to have split ends and damage, this is probably where we're going to have it because this is the only part that's going to be touching anything. Okay. And when you do the curls, be sure to start at the root because you're not getting the whole curl. That's how you get shrinkage. When you start midway the curl applying product, start at the root so you can get all the full length of that curl. Let me just take y'all a little into the future. Yeah, you start to get the frizz, just adjust it. Just take it from the root to the tip, and that curl is good as new. And you know, we haven't had any shedding. Even when we did the trim and separated the hair, and now that we're doing it again, we just don't have any shedding. This is just amazing, especially on 4C hair. Let me one of our crown pieces. And your crown pieces are just like hair candy. You know how you put like the little beads and stuff in your hair, like decoration. You can do that with your hair. Like all your hair can be like, a certain curl pattern, certain texture. Then you just have a couple of curls that just really stand out and highlight the whole style and pull it together a little bit more. And those are your crown pieces. Everything looks really good here. Hey, put your head up, please. I think we are pretty much done. Now just let me go ahead and put you to the front. Now you can just go ahead and do a little bit of styling key to shake a little bit. Okay, just got an area right here. Want to add a little bit more volume, and that is pretty much it. You are good to go. Curls are curling, they are falling right where they need to. Just separate this one. And you are good to go. So we'll just let that dry, and we will let me go ahead and give you a full spin so everybody can see how it is together. Oh, thank you. Okay, let's give us a little shake. Put the head down, give us a little shake. Okay, and then that's gonna be dry soon. The shreds that we just did. So this is pretty much it. And it'll go ahead and it'll look like this for a couple more days. If you do this night routine, it's very, very low maintenance. If you guys have any questions, we are always here to help. But this is pretty much it. Your hair is refreshed. You are good for at least another week or two with just what we did today. All right, anything else, please? All right, well, thanks, guys. Show Mr. Chick one more time, show the movement. Okay, guys. So if your hair blows in the wind, the curls will blow separately. It'll just look like so. People will always comment on it when you are outside and your hair blow because people that very very rarely happens to a lot of naturals. But thanks guys so much. We have the volume, we got the curls, we got everything together. It's week 3, day 22. Let's get it. Okay, guys. Now I'm about to show Lisa's hair now for you guys. Now we wanted to do it with volume. Remember, if you just shingle every curl from root to tip, you can go ahead and get the elongation and the definition back. She kind of wanted to be past that stage still, so we got the volume in. Let me go ahead and put her on cam. Before I do that, does anybody have any questions about the process that we just showed? You guys can unmute now if you want to. Nobody? Uh,
I'll ask a quick question.
please
Hey,
do.
Emery.
Hey.
Well, I have braids in today, but
Okay.
I've been using the new formula, and it's been working out. It's just I missed a few weeks. When we wash our hair, is it wash and go, or should we dry it to get the best result? Because I
Well,
usually don't blow dry my hair, but I've been noticing that some of the ladies dry it, and it gives it a different it holds a little better.
okay, so the thing is that when I created the new formula of family hair care, I tried to think of everything. So instead of you having to apply water on your hair, I already put the water into the product. So I tell everybody to use it on dry, stretched hair. That doesn't necessarily mean blow dried hair. You can just go ahead and wash your hair and do some twists or whatever until it dries, and then it's stretched out, or put it in a scrunchie or a ponytail or whatever. It's still stretched. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And it when you do it that way, it overcomes a lot of the shrinkage. It overcomes it just, to me, I get a much better result, and it lasts a lot longer to me too. It's a yeah, so, and it's a lot lighter too because you're drying it without the water. Okay, let me get Lisa up here real quick. You guys can have a look see, and then we can go ahead and go from there. So you want to go ahead and, can you guys see her here? Let's start there. No, yes, maybe so. Can you go ahead and spotlight yourself right there? You see it right there? Just put a spotlight on it. Okay, can you guys see now? Yes. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
You can go ahead and just move it. You can lift it up so they can see the different. I know you guys probably were worrying about the edges and stuff too. So this is how everything. So everything goes together once it's dry. We didn't want to lay the edges down super slick because we want to give them a little bit of off the head so they can go into the curls and not just be baby hairs. Does that make sense? So
Yes.
everything is together. Now, if you in the streets and the wind blow, and people like, oh, okay, I see you, because usually when the wind blow and you were natural, you just know what's underneath there sometimes. So understood. Okay. So any questions, guys? You guys, are we loving the curl still? Is it like too much for you? Like it's 3 weeks. I don't know. Like, give us some feedback. We are here for you guys to make your lives easier.
Can we see the back underneath the hair?
Yes. She want to see the back underneath the hair. So you can go through each different layer. The curls are in each layer. So however you made them at the first day, they are still there. So you can lift up each layer. If you want to lift this up and do like a half up, half down, you can just find out where the curls are right there, and you can go ahead and do that, as such. So everything is still there for you. So it's yeah, and it's shaking just like the front. Yeah, everything is there. You guys want to see anything else? Can you come over this way a little bit more? Yeah, right there. Yeah. And if you guys want to see how long her hair is, you can always stretch it. It actually has grown since we started this wash and go. But if you guys want the depth, want the length instead of the volume, if you have a certain amount of hair, you can get, it can go up or it can go down. So if you want to bring it down, like literally all you have to do is just take the product and start at the root and just take it all the way to the tip, and then you'll have the longer curls. Does that make sense? Yes or no?
It does.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
That's
Cool.
pretty.
It is. I love it.
I was gonna do a really good deep, a good deep restoration and make all the curls look like day one again, and then she was like, "No, I like my big hair." So we just
Very
like
nice.
yeah, minimal product today. So okay, any other questions? Anybody want to see anything else in the style? Is everybody happy? You guys see it's no flaking. This is week 3. You guys would have washed your hair 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you, Lisa.
I'm still loving the fact that, first of all, I always say is I don't have any questions because you explained it so well,
Thank
and
you, Erica. God bless.
I love it because I can tell the difference. There's just hardly any shedding at all when I do my washing goes, and I
Isn't
love
it
that.
amazing? That's
It is.
my favorite part. I'm trying to take me off the spotlight. That's why I just set my camera. Okay, we got it. Okay. Yes, Erica, I totally agree with you. Even when I was doing Lisa's hair today, like normally when you go through the whole head and separate everything and do anything to it, it's gonna be some shedding. It was 0 shedding today. And we had like 0 fairy knots, which is like amazing because I mean we have 4C hair and that's part of it, right? Sometimes.
Hmm. Yes.
Well, I'm glad you're not. And Erica, have you noticed any growth since you've been using the new formula? I know that.
Yes, I have. I've noticed growth, and I'll try to post pictures, and my edges on those little spots are still growing. I'm still doing the treatments the way you showed us to do it. So,
Okay.
I am, like I say, if you do it the way Emery tells you to do it, you will see the results. I promise you.
Oh, I have an endorsement, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Well, thank you so much. And we're here. Like it's my like I'm telling for all you guys who don't know me, don't know my story. I lost my hair. I lost my hair in the front hairline, and then I lost my hair up top, and I regrew it with using what I'm showing you guys right now. And I was the guy, like I feel like I didn't have time for none of that. I was trying to look for me a hair transplant. I was just like, what? We need to get to the other side of this. And I found my way, and I'm trying to help you guys. If you guys have any issues, whether it's with growth or thinning areas, or whether it's just with like I want my hair to look good every day. I want to be that person to every day I go out, I get compliments. Because there always be the day that you go out looking a mess that you see everybody who you don't want to see, right? Who the boss called? Oh, our boss is coming from headquarters today, and you up here looking a mess. Oh, tomorrow's my hair wash day, okay? But you can have the good looking hair every day. So this is pretty much it, guys. Now you should have your complete routine. You should know how to do your hair on wash day. You should know how to do your hair at nighttime. You should know how to refresh your hair. And you should know how to trim, line your hair up, and do everything that you would when you go to a shop and you get the professional treatments. Okay, so how does that sound?
Great.
Sounds great. Sounds great.
Okay,
Sounds
so
good.
I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. So next week, So we gonna have okay. So we gonna let's take a little vote, guys. Okay. So next week I kind of can show you the scalp restoration treatments on short-term hair. We have Einstein, our hair model. He's had 4 sessions with us, and his hair is like almost grown back already, like completely, even without the hair follicles or anything like that. Because we always want to, like, if you come over to me to get your hair done, like, you're not gonna leave looking a mess. Even if we're trying to restore, regrow, or do whatever, I'm gonna conceal while we heal. We're gonna get a find a hairstyle that's gonna make everything fit better. Okay, so that's kind of what we did with him. But we can either look at his journey and go ahead and dive into there a little bit deeper so that you guys can see everything underneath the hair. If you guys have longer hair, you can see why we're doing the scalp treatments the way that we're doing it, and you can see the results because you can see his hair growth a lot easier than you could yours if you have a head full of hair. Or we could start the hair extensions, the hair extensions and the helper hair if you guys want to, because the goal is for helper hair and hair extensions is for you to not look like you have helper hair or hair extensions. It's for you to look like your hair is your hair. Does that make sense? So I'm going to show you guys that too. No matter what color your hair is, no matter what texture it is, we'll go ahead and work it out. I'll show you guys step by step. I'll show you guys everything. We're probably doing these sessions at the end of the year. By the end of the year, you guys have everything that you need. But I just want to know what order of importance. So in case somebody's saying, hey, I need that right now. Because, because like this year, we're going to be doing roller sets. I'm going to show you how to straighten your hair. It's my goal for you to have every hairstyle that you want to do at your fingertips. So you can do it at home. We know that the world has been crazy. It may be crazy. People may have income loss, can't go to the salon like they used to. The world, huh? Can you guys hear me? No? Okay. The world might shut down or whatever. So I want you guys to have all these tools in your toolbox. Or if you say, hey, I gotta get a hustle, I'm gonna do some natural hair, you don't have to have a license to do that in a lot of places because you're not washing or perming hair or stuff. So it's just another tool in your toolbox and your arsenal. You might just be out of town one day. Somebody say, hey, my hair looking mess. Hey, I got you. So that's what we're here for. Okay. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. You guys know how to now trim. Okay, so one more question. How do you guys feel about the trimming technique? I know that a lot of people trim differently. A lot of people like to trim on straight hair and see it. So how do you guys feel about this technique? It's a little unorthodox.
Looks fine to me.
Yeah,
Uh,
it looks good to me too.
Okay, we didn't
What
hardly cut
what you
any
mean?
of the hair, but I'll tell you guys, this is where you're gonna see the growth. Used to when I used to do like I used to get on YouTube and look at the professional stylists, because I always like to learn things the traditional way, and then I try to say how can I make that better. So I got on YouTube, I seen how they did the traditional trims, and then when I got done styling the hair, I noticed that it had been trimmed because it didn't look like it did before the trim. But with this way, you get the benefits of both. You actually get to retain the growth, and there's no snagging, no more splitting ends, no more hair splitting up the shafts or anything of that nature either. Okay, so I'm gonna let you
I have a
go.
question.
Please do.
So I'm new, and I'm new to natural hair. I haven't had a perm in probably about a year and a half, but I typically keep it in some twists and put a little drawstring ponytail on because I'm scared to let my natural hair out, and so I'm trying to learn what to do. My question is, what do you put on your hair at night just to keep everything intact? Do you put just a bonnet, a silk bonnet on?
Okay, great. That's a good. Well, first of all, welcome to the family. We welcome you. I'm trying to find my horn. Welcome to the family.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. So, and welcome to Natural Hair Care. It is, baby. It is an uphill battle, especially if you just going with trial and error. But this video today is part of a 4-part video series, and the second part we actually covered the night routine. So what we recommend you do, we have everything on our website. There's some satin scrunchies, and then we have a satin bonnet. If you stretch your hair out with the scrunchies, you can keep the curls together, keep them defined, and actually stretch the hair to overcome shrinkage. Or if you have a hairstyle like an emery bun or a protective hairstyle like I do, you can always use the what is it called? It's like a band that I use. It's kind of like this, but it's like a band I put on at night. I just put it on, so and then I just take it off in the morning.
Okay.
But yeah, but if you watch video number 2, if you check your email today, I send a link out to the first 3 videos in the series, so it'll be there. If not, we'll have it up in the group tomorrow, so no worries.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. I will check that out.
Oh, good. Thank you. Yep. So everything that you need is there. We go step by step. I try to take it slow. And then if you have any questions, you can always email us in, or you can see us next week and we got you.
You.
And you're very, very welcome here. We really appreciate, especially seeing new faces, especially new faces to natural hair care, because that's really, really big now for us. We're
I have a
excited.
question.
Please.
This
who-
is Alberta.
Hi, Alberta.
Hey, I don't do I do the twist. And when I put it in and I twist it up, and in the morning I spritz my hair a little bit, but when I take it down, it's still like I have a lot of gumminess at the roots.
So what are you doing that we're not doing?
I'm not doing the wash and go. I'm doing the twist.
No,
I
we
twist my hair
we talked about using it first with just water, right? I mean, with
without water. Yeah.
without water. That might be what you're doing right now. Because if you are, as I just mentioned about 20 minutes ago, we put filter, I guess really good filter water, because a lot of people don't realize either, and this is a side note, but I'm gonna come back to your point. When you have hard water, or when people typically have water that they cannot drink right off the faucet, typically that water may not be the best for your hair. It may be hard, it may be having like all like chemicals or minerals or properties that is in the water, that when it gets on your hair, it kind of makes your hair not act the way that it would if you had to use the like better water. So long story short, this formula already has water in it, so just go ahead and try it without putting any water for your twist outs. Even if you want to put a little bit of water, don't like mist it and get it super wet, because you're going to be twisting it up, and if you twist it up, part of the hair, especially that's going to be twisted, is going to be wet still, because that hair is twisted against other wet hair. It's going to take a
No,
long
when I twist it, it's dry. I'm
Okay.
talking about when I take it down, like before I take it down in the morning, I like spritz it a little bit. But
Okay,
when I
so
take it down, it's still like gummy at the roots. I don't know if I'm putting too much on.
maybe you probably shouldn't spritz it like we did with Lisa today. I told you, if a lot of people, this is what I was saying in my video earlier. A lot of people like to put water on their hair daily to mist it and refresh it. Maybe
Uh-huh.
maybe you should just take it down, give it a few minutes on its own, and let it form, and then you can go ahead and style it without
Uh,
using water. It just take like,
okay.
yep, if you just take it down in the morning and just shake it a little bit, give it a minute or two, it'll pretty much go back to where it went before you put it up the night before, if that makes sense.
Yes, that makes sense. Thank you.
No, thank you so much. But it's really, really meant to revert back to, like, that's why day 1 is so important, or not even day 1, because you can still do a refresh on day 13 and still get the same result. But the day that you really apply your product is really, really important, because throughout your wash and go, your hair will always revert back to that. And that's whether you do like a bun or you do whatever. Like if I just wet my hair right now, I can just literally slick it down, and it's just like this. And God, this is 12 weeks worth of hair. I have so much hair growth. I know I got at least like a inch and a half of growth since then, and I haven't done anything, and my hair looks really, really neat. My barber asked me, like, he'd be like, did you wash your hair yet? I'm like, no, I didn't. And he couldn't even tell. And he cuts my hair. So that's how phenomenal this is. And not only saving me time, but the hair growth, like I said, is like it's crazy. But I'll be washing my hair for next week. 12 weeks is enough, okay? All right. Any other questions?
Hi, Emery. This is Linda.
Hey, Linda, how are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. For
Oh.
next week, can we see the scalp treatment again?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and show everything on Einstein's here. He has a 4-part video series too. So we'll go ahead and do that, and that'll give you a better inclination of what the product is doing for your hair for your scalp under the hair also. So yep, so that's no problem. I'll go ahead and have those ready next week for you all. I'll have the very first video to where, and for those of you who don't know who Einstein is, we showed him here a little while ago. This is Einstein, and here are his results. So Einstein is a friend of mine. He had been going through like some family issues, had some debts. You know, like that stuff affects people. When you up at night worried about stuff, when you don't want to get up out the bed the next day because you know you've been up all night worrying and you don't maintain yourself, like you start to let yourself go, you lose your confidence, you lose your sense of self. So he came over, and within the first day, we had him like smiling. He was back. But the first thing to do is to find the right hairstyle so you can conceal while you heal, and then after that, just do the treatments and you'll be good. But I'm going to show you guys next week, step by step, how we cut his hair, how we did the treatments, how we once we put the product on, how we did the fiber so that he wouldn't have to go out and be embarrassed. And now like his hair, like he told me that he doesn't even have to use fibers anymore if he didn't want to. He said he uses them because he likes to like a nice clear, a nice clean black line and stuff, but he doesn't have to. But we'll see him next week, and he's getting his haircut also next Wednesday. So I'll have an even probably a fifth video update because we'll have one for next week too. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we'll definitely focus on this next week so you can go ahead and see everything that you want to see underneath the hair for just the scalp. Anybody else have anything this week? Well, I sure do want to thank you all for coming. And so I want to put this in the atmosphere. Okay. So June is my birthday month. But on my birthday
It's
month,
helped a lot because when I sleep on my hair, I wake up and one side is completely crushed, and then I would have to wet it. So this way I'm not having to wet it. I can just get up and separate it with my fingers. Every now and then, if it looks crazy, I may mist it and just let it sit. I don't touch it until it's completely dry, and then I separate the curls. Because sometimes if you get too much water, especially if you have a twist out and you re-wet your hair, you're changing the form of the twist because that water is going to make your hair revert. So to the lady that was talking about the twist out, you may want to stay away from the water a little, maybe.
yeah. And if you want more definition, if you have a little friend, just put a little bit more product from root to tip. It should do the trick. When you add the water, that's usually when you start to get like the like when you start to have issues. We don't know what water you're adding, and it's not like your water, but we don't know if you like I said, it's a million ways to do anything. Is it spring water? Is it faucet water? Is it river water? Like we just don't know what's it, and then at what process, and then when you added it, did you lay down or whatever? So yep. So just to I recommend just trying it without the water and just report back to us next week or inbox me and let me know. I don't mind doing one-on-ones with any of you guys. I'm just here to help. Okay. Anybody else have anything this week? I want to thank you all for coming. Like I was saying, next month is my birthday. So next month we for sure will be rolling out the merch. So we're gonna be doing a lot of giveaways and stuff. And if you guys want to do anything else or see anything, just let us know. I know the next month's gonna be really, really exciting. We're gonna try to do a lot more giveaways in the group and also in our weekly lives too. Okay. Anybody else have anything? All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. Erica, if you could pray us out in a minute, and then if you guys could just give a little bit more thought to we want to meet up live, whether you want to do it this year or next year, or we can just plan it out. I don't know if you guys need time to plan it out, or if y'all say I want to get it over with and I need it now, we can figure that out. If the lovely Regina would please join us. She's a hairstylist. I'll pay for her to come down here so she can look out for you guys and give you guys all the tips too. So she and I will help you guys out in whatever way we can. And I know you guys have a lot of knowledge to bring too. So we just look forward to fellowshipping. And I just want to cook for y'all, cook y'all a good meal, get everybody fat, and we can just put on our pajamas and sit around and kick it. Like, I'm not trying to have y'all come down here and we having seminars and stuff. Okay. We trying to have
Where
a
are
good
you
time.
located?
I live in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So we can do a little something, and we can just I'll probably throw it back out there. Next week we can just see like, hey, you guys want to plan it out for next year, or maybe do it a little bit later this year or whatever, and we can just figure it out. I want everybody to. I just want y'all to just come down here and have the time of y'all life. So we can maybe do it like 2 days, maybe like 2 nights, 3 days.
That sounds good.
Okay, because I don't want y'all to be bored. I don't want y'all to be like, oh, Emery, I just got here. I know, babes. Okay. So we'll make sure it's gonna be fun. Like partying, I love to like event, like I'm an event planner. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? If I like above being like the hair care guy, above being like a lawyer, above being like a lot of other stuff, I really like doing events because I just really, you know, that's when you really see what we got to offer. Okay, so we love you guys. Thank everybody from the bottom of my heart for coming. I see the numbers going up every week. Thank you guys. Next month, we want everybody to invite a friend, just a friend. They don't have to buy anything. We just want somebody who can just benefit from the knowledge. We want everybody who, because some people don't even know that this exists. And some people are really up at night searching the internet for solutions to their thinning hair and their baldness and stuff. So we just want to let people know that we're here and we want, and that the help is available. Okay, Teresa, do you have anything to say? Anybody else? If not, we can let Erica take us.
I got my 3 jar order the other day.
Hey!
You see me dancing from the mailbox, man.
Yes, but thank you so much for participating in the contest. We really
Look,
appreciate it.
thank you. I love this product. I for the new people, it's hard to truly express the difference this has made. I know how much money I was spending, okay, on my hair. And that's why I shaved it all off because I was tired. I was sick of spending all that money. I haven't used anything other than this product for almost 7 years now. And my hair is at my shoulders now, okay, from being shaved off. Okay. So if y'all are just hanging there, find your rhythm, okay, because you do have to play with this a little bit. Find your rhythm and stick to it. I promise you, if you do what he says, you will see the results.
Well, thank you. That made me feel good tonight. You know, sometimes we just here, you know, we be here on the battlefield, you know. So that really made me feel good. And that's why we are here. And we have made a very, 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 I can say very about 4 more times, significant investment to make this happen. This new formula, like it has really like turned everything on this head over here because we had to pretty much expand everything in order to accommodate for it. And it was just like so much experimentation to get it to where it is right now. I worked on this for a long time. If you guys remember in Martha McNair's video, I was doing her hair live about a year ago. I was like, yeah, we're gonna be running our new formula later on this year. We've been working on it since then. It's been like a long time, but I am so glad you guys now have a chance to experience it and that you love it like I do. And it's only get better from here, I promise you. Okay. Well, Erica, Miss Mamas, if you're here, you want to take us out, we would love to lower our heads and you know, leave with your prayer.
Sure will. Sure will. Please
Yep.
bow your heads.
Mm.
Father God, first of all, we want to acknowledge the wonderful God that you are, the awesome God, our protector, our provider, our keeper. We just want to thank you. Thank you for everyone that made it on the Zoom. I ask that you please be with them and protect them, Father God. Even the ones that tried to make it on and are not able to, Father God, just be with them, each one of our family members here in Family Hair Care. I also ask that you keep and protect Emery, Father God. Just be with him. Uh, Provide for him, Lord God, as the CEO of this company, Lord God, and his other companies. I ask that you bless him in those areas, in all areas that he touched, Father God. So we thank you and we praise you and we give you glory and honor, Father God. Keep each one of these people, beautiful people, on here until we see each other again. In Jesus' name, I thank you. Amen.
Amen. Everybody have a great week.
Amen.
You
If you guys need
too.
anything,
Amen.
we're here.
Amen.
Have a great week, guys. I love you guys.
See you next week.
See y'all next
See you guys
week.
next
Bye.
See you next week.
week.